Greetings and God bless. I just want to give a heads up about here in Denver. It's nice weather, so now there's a lot of people canvassing, and they're in the nicer parts, and I'm just trying to maybe enjoy the sunshine, enjoy the day, do some grocery shopping, run some errands and navigating people on the sidewalk going super fast on their scooters, the homeless people that don't have shoes, they're not wearing pants, they're screaming and hollering and screeching and freaking out, and then dog poop on the sidewalk or whatever, So for me, I'm just navigating that. And also, there's just a lot of loud music, a lot of loud machines, and um, so these canvassers are on the corners, and they're predatory. I mean, if you look at where money of these things go, it's not going to the end point. These people who are doing this job are looking for a lot of money to be made somewhat easily. It's really just this exploitation racket, and it's all money to be sent overseas somewhere or whatever. And I just don't believe in it. And right now it's April 2023. If people are really desperate for work, there's a lot of jobs I'm seeing, hiring. There's all these jobs available. So there's a certain personality profile of people who do this type of canvassing, and and whatever. I mean, if that's what people want to do, that's fine. But they're not entitled to my money. They're not entitled to my attention. They're not entitled to my effort. They're not entitled to getting something out of me, like getting a piece of me, even if it's my attention. I've got other things to do. This is my life, And what I've noticed here in Denver is the canvassers are like mean and offensive. If you don't want to, like, every time they're like, oh, I like your hat, oh, I like your shoes, oh, like, no normal human interaction is like this. um, but these canvassers that are trying to get you to pay them, give them money for whatever cause, scam. So they're so manipulative. They're so blatantly, shamelessly manipulative and entitled and self-serving. And anyway, I forget what happened. This guy was like, I like your hat. And I had my ear protection on. I'm just trying to live my life. And if I am not interested in talking to a manipulative grifter who's trying to get money or trying to get my attention, who thinks I owe them something, like, I don't have to. But the guy was like, then he started insulting me when I was just going around, and then his fellow canvasser also joined in to insult me. I didn't even say anything to the guy. I was just minding my own business. And the thing is, when you're a canvasser, you really should know you're annoying. Like, I did telemarketing. I knew I was annoying. I knew I was interrupting somebody's dinner. I knew I interrupted 300 people's dinner the night I worked. But I wasn't angry at them because I didn't want to be telemarketed to. This was just a crappy job, the only crappy job I could find. And this, when there was not a whole lot of work available. So, anyways, yesterday I was just trying to enjoy the day, trying to get outside, navigating, like I said, the crazy homeless people, and dog poop on the street, and whatever. And there was a homeless person. Again, I'm in my own little world. I'm not available. And she's like, "How you doing?" And I was like, "Fine. I'm not interested." She just stood there looking at me like I was afraid she was going to hit me or something like that. And like, what is up with canvassing in Denver? Like, why are these angry young people canvassing? Um, like, are they so oblivious? I mean, and that's what I noticed when I was living in Rapid City, South Dakota. I'd go to a restaurant and I'd pay for my $20 meal with a $50 bill, and the waitresses, or waiter, either one, they would ask, "Do you want your change back?" Who doesn't want $30 in change back? Like, do I look like a millionaire? And it's weird. Like, these people assumed, they assumed you were just throwing money away. They were assuming that they deserved your money more than you do. Like, where are we? Like, what planet is this? Like, um, and this was a lot of different restaurants in Rapid City, South Dakota. Like, one time, my friend was just a bit out of it, and I don't know, she bought a $5 meal, and you know, so it was like $5, and she, I forget what it was, and um, like the waiter didn't point out that she overpaid by $20 or something like that. So I went up to the waiter and I'm like, she needs her change, and the waiter was like, yeah, okay, but and it was like a bar restaurant, and I think that's what, like, in these locations they're assuming people are drunk, and I think people are drunk, and I think people who are drunk get shamed into giving money away, or they're just oblivious. So yeah, and it's like people in their 20s that are doing this, and is this bad parenting? Is it people playing video games or on social media all the time? Is it due to medications and injections and 5G? I don't know, but like, there have been times where there's canvassers and they obstruct the sidewalk, and so, like, I'm just trying to walk around because they're hostile, they're angry, they're almost like seem like on the verge of violence. Like, are they Antifa or BLM part time or something? And these are white people, by the way, but that's who's Antifa, and like who does the worst of the the rioting, it seems to me. And so they're in the way, so you can't really avoid them. And so it's stressful. And then when I'm trying to say, leave me alone, or when I'm not even saying anything, when I'm just trying to be left alone, they think they can attack you. It's weird. And yeah, I've only noticed this here in Denver. Um, so I don't know if it's just some Colorado thing or some post lockdown kind of thing or what, but um, yeah, I guess. And who do you tell? I mean, so I just want to give you a heads up. And it seems like large families are protected. It seems like when you're in a large group, because I'm a solo person, and so they're like, oh, they zero, like, everybody zeroes on that one person. That solitary person is the target. When you have like five, men with, um, you know, expensive clothing, or a large family that look like gangsters or whatever, they're not going to be bothered. Nobody's going to bother them. Uh, they just walk by, and these canvassers are not angry, but because, like, I'm like my quirky little self, I'm supposed to entertain them. They think I owe them somehow. What is it? Can somebody explain to me? So, anyways, just a heads up, and yeah, be in large groups, and you don't owe these canvassers. I mean, unless you're into sending money to a far distant country that's really going to go into the CEO's bank account so they make their $600,000 a year. That's cool if that's what you want to do, but I don't think we should be forced to do that, to spend our money, to give our money away, or to give our time and attention and effort. I've got only so much, and I'm not going to give it to angry canvassers. So, yeah, thanks for watching. God bless.